All right, we've been through the entire day for today. I'm hoping I can maybe do some live attacks for you guys in the coming few days, but let's see. For now, we did well today. We just made one small mistake. Yesterday we went perfect. Today we almost went perfect. Just looked so close. And I don't know, it feels like my Warden AI just kind of crapped out at the end and he got in the range of the Guardian as well as one more defense that was just left. And so we failed. But yeah, sadly Town Hall was still up and remaining. But otherwise all other attacks we tripled. And you know what? It's a pretty good army still. And there's just one change in terms of mindset as well as execution that we have to kind of work our way through. In at Town Hall 17, I feel once you deployed your Royal Champion, you could just kind of let her go. But now you have to be a little bit more careful with using some spells to keep her alive when she reaches the Guardian. Well, if she reaches the Guardian slash when she reaches the Guardian. Try to use your totem spells to distract enemy heroes, the Guardian, because you don't want her to go to Phoenix mode while she's fighting them. Try to ensure that she uses her Phoenix mode as she's closer to the defensive, as she needs to weaken them down more than your Guardians. And that's all. That's all you need to do. And I'll show you some examples. There's a lot of interesting designs that are just popping up now, and honestly, it makes sense. Like, you can technically have a hero farm again. Like, this is a very, very viable design for a base again. Now, it's just so annoying. I was just doing some friendly challenges, and honestly, these are the styles of bases that are the most annoying, especially if you put some super visit towers over here instead. Oh my god, you can't get any headhunters to kill the enemy heroes. It's uh, damn annoying, damn annoying. Super visit towers chained to 15 different targets. Anyways, base building aside, it's smart to keep a crafted defense outside for now. I believe they're making comebacks like tomorrow. But anyways, I just went for a very simple fireball over here with one earthquake. I think it's a very old layout. I didn't need to talk much about the layout itself. And you guys will see there's like an interesting tactic I use as well with my Warden Walk sometimes. So I'm just gonna snipe off whatever's left because I used just one earthquake. Now, rest of the attack is very straightforward. There's so much in a straight line for the log launcher to grab, and we have so much of a runway to keep ourselves safe. Of course, we need to use enough Yetis, ice golems, etc. to kind of offset the damage from various sources, just to keep the log launcher safe. But you'll see what I mean when I say you need to start using your spells in the middle of the attack rather than save them for the end after you revive your Royal Champion. So okay, looks like Warden is coming down on the base. Totally fine. I didn't even shoot my giant arrow correctly. Okay, no worries. We can still get this down. So you'll notice I dropped pretty much most of my Yetis and Ice Golems, kind of blanketing the entire 9 o'clock corner, just to ensure that my log launcher remains completely and absolutely safe. I don't want it to take any damage whatsoever. And now, if I got a giant arrow on the Monolith and the Revenge Tower, it would have already gone down, but that's not the case, and it's already in its most dangerous mode. So I've already used one totem spell out over there, and look at that, right? That totem spell helps so much. Like, we get the Revenge Tower down, and I still haven't even recalled my warning yet. I'm letting him follow these guys. Why? He himself is not in any real danger. He's far enough that the healers won't transfer. Nothing funny is gonna happen. So I mentioned this in my last video as well. If he's following them and he's not really in danger, it's okay. Let him follow. Let him give that passive rage boost effect, whatever. He'll also contribute his own DPS to whatever your queen super yeti is targeting. If he's in a very precarious position, pull him out. Just recall him out of there. So this is change number one. And you'll notice I haven't even deployed my Royal Champion anywhere. Sometimes I am patient with her. This is one of those bases where I did not need her to set up a funnel. So I'm totally fine with not using her at the start of the attack. And King, look at this invis trick. Oh my god, it's just so perfect. Like, one invis spell, and at just for the cost of one invis spell, we got most of this area damaged or completely taken out. So now I feel like my Warden is stepping into a very odd location, so I'm just going to recall him out. Plus, I saw all of these mines and everything just popping, so I'm like, get out of there. I don't want to deal with that. So, okay, King dies right now, and only just now we've brought our Royal Champion out, and we have all of these furnaces left to handle the hero farm. So, if there were super wizard towers over here, things might have been a little bit more dangerous, but luckily for us, that's not the case. And honestly, I'm not sure. Super wizard towers, it's kind of like it could be a hit or miss. It could have gone either way. I used my last totem spell over here to distract the enemy heroes, just so I can snipe the rapid fire cannon. And there we go, guys. Like all defenses are down. We have three furnaces providing distraction against the enemy king, and still the Phoenix mode with a few spells left. But I guess we managed to take down all the defenses, buildings down anyway. Yeah, it's a little more tricky now. You have to be a little bit more versatile with your spell usage. Don't be afraid to use, especially your totem spells in the middle of the attack. Save your log launcher, save your queen, save your royal champion. Especially if they're dealing with the revenge tower or like guardians, and you feel they can push a little bit more to grab them. Just do it. Like it's totally worth it. That's how I managed to go 7 out of 8 today. All right, now let's walk through the base that I actually failed on. So what did I do on this base? Oh, right. I just went for a fireball on like one of these edges over here. Like it doesn't matter too much where you get a fireball. I think I went for the wizard tower, but even the air defense would have been honestly okay. Just going for some value on the edge of the base. As always, not much value beside the monolith. This is way too deep for me to grab using the fireball, and not much fireball value beside the town hall. So, you know what makes perfect sense to just grab some value on the flanks. You'll notice once again, just one earthquake. We're leaving the ricochet cannon up at like 1 health, and it's totally okay. Like, we can snipe it off using a ricochet cannon, or the warden himself can kind of walk towards it. So I'm just trying to ascertain that he walks towards the enemy royal champion, because I feel like this is a safe pocket where he doesn't really need to worry about anything. So all in all, we are set. We're pretty well located. And once again, I think you can see like a log launcher from 12 o'clock perfectly down the line is very, very good. We're going to need a bit more tanking to help tank against the Clan Castle, Barbarian King, Minion Prince. But that's okay. We have enough Yetis in this army to provide that granularity of tanking. So I feel we can do it. Plus, worst case, we have the totem spell to protect. I think that was one of the biggest problems. Earlier, the invis spells, right? You can't protect your log launcher once it gets targeted. You have no way of retargeting, making the defense retarget to something else. So the totem spells are so beneficial over here as well. In case you feel like you're losing one of your best tanks out on the board, you can just use the totem spell to redirect the tanking, and that's it. So we're doing this thing once again where we're not using the royal champion early. Notice I'm only using the queen and I'm only using the king. I should have funneled this area out. I think I realize it now. Yeah, I dropped the Yeti. But there we go. Like all in all, once again, pretty good. We also got the second earthquake in the core, and look at that. This revenge tower is so low on health. Yeah, I think it's like 1 HP, and then our royal champion pretty much grabs it out. So now my warden is in danger, so we recall him out, and you'll see it's actually going so damn well. King also gets so much of value. The entire core is heavily weakened. I didn't pop my royal champion ability. That was one mistake I made. So she's like awkwardly wasting her spears now in Phoenix mode. This is something I wish I don't do. Like the spears, if they coincide with Phoenix mode, it is such a waste. And I'll tell you why. If you can use your spears, it's like its own independent damage. But once she's in Phoenix mode, you don't want her to be using her spears. It's because she has that aura around her, that the Electro Boots aura, and that itself is like a good amount of DPS that you don't want to lose out on. So honestly, mistake on me. I wasted my Royal Champion a bit. She could have grabbed out the entire core if I used her ability correctly. And yeah, I'm just like, okay, Warden is about to walk into Guardian plus maybe Rapid Fire Cannon. I'll just rage him up. He'll grab them out, whatever. So, where once again, I still feel we're still in a very, very, very nice spot. We still have 2 invis spells, I still have 2 totem spells, and I just use them. Now this warden, he's so iffy. He doesn't target the guardian. I don't know why he's not targeting the guardian, but that's okay. Anyways, we move on to making this like a combined hero charge. Yeah, okay. Royal champion is gonna go down soon, but just look at what my warden does over here next. He is so well located. What is he doing? What is he targeting? I don't know what he did here. Like honestly, if he just stayed where he was and just targeted the town hall or guardian, whatever, I could have three-starred this. Like this is half health. The Guardian is literally 1 health. The Town Hall is also so low on health. I don't know what my Warden did, but that is weird. If you guys know what happened with my Warden over there, let me know in the comments. I feel like he just went and targeted the totem spell area for some reason, but you guys can see. I think the plan was solid. Despite of the Royal Champion mistake, we almost got it down. And that's all. Let's just move on to the next one. Okay, this is also a popular layout at Town Hall 17, which is modified for Town Hall 18. I think the monolith and the Crusher Mortar used to be where the monolith is, And where the monolith used to be, we have the revenge tower now. That's the only major change, and I can see the supervisor towers outside. Most people I have seen today have just thrown the crafted defense building outside the base. I have prepared bases where the crafted defenses are inside the base. I feel that is actually just doing something bad for me on defense today. I'm still relatively okay on defense today, but it's just a little sad. So we're going to stick to the same approach that I've shown on Town Hall 17 for this one, just some small changes. Fireball, as usual, on this air defense, which is what I used to do at Town Hall 17 as well. And we're going to go for it now. I think I should have only used one earthquake, but I used two. It's okay, not a big deal. We're just going to try to dedicate more furnaces over here so that we can distract the enemy queen. I feel she needs like two or three furnaces to distract. Royal Champion King need like one furnace to distract. It's just what I've noticed that that queen can target you so easily. So yeah, we're funneling out the left corner well in advance to try to push our king in this compartment, and we'll have our log launcher come over the revenge tower. I just feel the revenge tower is more. It's probably the most dangerous defense on the board right now, so it makes sense to dedicate a log launcher just for it. And you know what? We have the enemy king and minion prince down over here as well. So all in all, it's a worthwhile investment to try to use our queen at the top of the base instead of a royal champion. That's just what I feel. Yeah, we have the meteor golem on defense. That is a surprising one. I didn't expect it, but here we are. Here we are. I just kind of I didn't start the next phase of the attack because I wanted to see the damage profile, but no worries. We're just gonna try to use some Yetis to try to distract the king as well as the minion prince because once again we do not want the log launcher to take any damage at all. So we went for this bit of an odd angle. I should have gone a little bit more from 12 o'clock because well I'm killing my own log launcher. I could have handled the inferno by now, but just a small mistake. It's okay. I think in the by the end of the day, we still managed to get the revenge tower out. You'll see. I think I spare one invis spell just because it's at max mode right now, and it's I just wanted to go down. I don't want to deal with it later. We recall our warden down to the south of the base because I think the long shot was trying to target the warden, and I was just like, okay, I'll give him some time to breathe. By the time it's time to rage him up, I'll have focus on him entirely. Once again, I have not even used my Royal Champion. Like, you'll notice this is a recurring theme. Very rarely, I feel like the base styles require me to use the Royal Champion to kind of pick up from where the Warden left off. But this is just what it is now at Town Hall 18. So yeah, King did a wonderful job of clearing the left side. Queen Log Launcher took down the entire core as we were expecting. And look at this, like it's so funny. My warden is being tanked. My warden is tanking the guardian, and the royal champion is just freely sniping him. And our totem spells are clutching so hard on this backend. I should have considered this, man. Like the ricochet cannon does splash damage. I so silly. I unnecessarily made my royal champion go to Phoenix ability over here. I could have saved her, but you know what? That's what the revive is for. We can easily pick her back up. This specific attack came very close on time, but we managed to pull it through. I think the fact that we're still able to do well on these high legends bases, like these people have knowledge of how you need to build bases, and yeah, you'll notice, right? Like even over here, I used an invis on the log launcher troops to get the revenge tower. I was talking about using totem spells if the royal champion goes towards the guardian. You have to start doing it. You have to pay a little bit more attention to them. Otherwise, if you don't get the core out using the log launcher, it's going to be a difficult attack to recover. That's all I can say. Let's do two more bases for you guys. Okay, let's move on to this style of base. And I know it seems like, oh yeah, that same old base, but it is very different. The damage distribution on the back end is a lot better. I hate that he's kept the revenge tower so far away from all of this. It's actually smart. It's actually very smart. Like these three defenses are still capable of foiling this attack on the back end. So you have to be a little careful. Plus the town hall is not a defense anymore. Our royal champion is not gonna grab it. Many things to be careful of. So fireball value, I think we're still gonna go for this area on the base. I go for the multi-archer tower because that ascertains I'll also get the poison tower out. And let's just take it from there, right? So you can get more or less what's going to happen. A fireball is going to come in on the rage. I'm going to recall my warden down to this workshop area and let him just keep walking up. And then we'll have a log launcher to finish off what's left on this base. not using a royal champion because the enemy king is located right over here. And as I was talking about at the start, you don't want your royal champion to walk into these heavy heroes. She will just waste her phoenix mode over this. Just not worth it. Instead, just use your queen. She has her frosty, ice golems, giant. She just has many more options to kind of tank things on the base. So yeah, Yeti and Furnace trying to give a funnel on the top so we can eventually drop our king. This is the base style. This is one of those base styles where I like using the royal champion in the middle of the queen and the king. I'm not going to hold on to her until the very end, just because I feel like her going to Phoenix mode in this area will be largely beneficial to allow my queen to push a little bit deeper. And that's it. King comes into the final compartment at the top of the base. So you guys are already realizing it, but that revenge tower is going to be one of the last standing defenses on this base, and oh my god, it is scary. So we managed to save our warden as well. The queen somehow, I'm telling you guys, that enemy queen, even though I've given two furnaces over here, I don't know. It's so inconsistent. Like she just randomly targets me. It's difficult. So we managed to get the entire core down perfectly. I think yeah, this inferno will go down to some firemite damage, but look at this right now. Okay, we have the revenge tower coming up. Warden is about to walk into it, and the guardian is also just kind of waiting there menacingly. I don't know what my warden exactly does over here. I feel like his AI has become a little buggy with the totem spell, but yeah, even the rage spell is not enough to sustain him. It's crazy. Oh, okay, he followed the skeletons. That's what happened. Okay, got it. So he he followed the skeletons and went out of danger. I'm happy, and we're just being forced to use our totem spells to save the royal champion, cleaning up this backend. But hey, one way or the other, totem spells are helping us, right? Like I will happily take it because my god, look at the HP left on it. I used two totem spells over here. That revenge tower is no joke. Ah, but yeah. Anyways, I just feel like you can use these things a little bit more with a little more versatility now. And you can see, I think either if your warden can deal with the guardian or your royal champion with the help of totem spells, you're all good to go. There's not much that really needs to change. I'll try to find a replay where I use a totem spell in the middle where the royal champion tanks for the guardian. Okay, this is actually a base where I used the totem spell to help with the guardian tanking, but it's for the queen actually, because I'm going to use the log launcher directly on the town hall. Once again, this is that same base where this is the same base, but it's so modified where the revenge tower is there instead of a crusher mortar, and they've also put a super wizard tower over here. It's just a very dangerous corner to start with on the 9 o'clock side. So I'm like, you know what? There's like a good chunk of enemy heroes, clan castle. Like there's just so much over here. I can get insane value using my totem spells if I use them correctly. So we're gonna get started with the fireball perfectly out of the way. No issues over here at all. We're gonna let him walk. And you know what? If I give him those few furnaces, he is pretty free to do whatever he wants. He'll be safe. And now you guys can already guess. Queen will come from the 9 o'clock corner, and I'm gonna start funneling my king to somehow deal with this area of the base. I don't know which exact area, but somewhere. Like if he walks into this ricochet cannon area, I'm happy. If he walks into the royal champion area, I'm still happy. I won't complain. Either way or the other, he will get some value for me. So yeah, I'm not sure. I think I just wait to ascertain that the enemy queen gets taken down using the warden walk, and my warden himself doesn't get targeted, and then we get started with the queen immediately. As soon as I understood, okay, we are safe. So I'm just gonna try to use one ice golem to freeze this super wizard tower. Oops, I don't want to speed it up too much. And there we go. Like I think the fact that we managed to spread our yetis along that arc, right? Just look how we managed to tank like the enemy king, the minion prince. Everybody remains tanked. And as people are coming out of the freeze spell, right? I believe I start using my totem spells a little bit later. So yeah, literally right as everybody starts coming out of the freeze effect. So look at that. Just preserving everybody's health a little bit more, and it goes such a long way. So we got a town hall out. We can handle the ice golems in peace, and we finally just now pop my king's ability. And oh my goodness, what value he got! So I'll happily take that. I don't remember where I recall my warden, and I still haven't even used my royal champion. So fair deal. Now I just see my queen is just hitting this wall, and she's not under any danger. So just look at this little trick I do, right? Just look at it. And look at that. Just perfect. So perfect. So now my queen and my royal champion are handling the last few defenses together that are left in the core. You have to be versatile with your totem spells. That's all it really is. And I still have the Phoenix mode on my Royal Champion to go, so she will further tank these defenses while providing some DPS, using her own spears as well as her aura. So perfect attack. I can't really complain about it. Just spreading your Yetis around the arc over here with the queen when you deploy her, it helps so much offset the damage against like enemy heroes. The revenge tower, I guess we took it out super early, and yeah, even the super wizard tower, I just focused the ice golem specifically on it, and we got it out of the way. But just small things, right, like using the totem spell as the guardian is coming out of the freeze, or even to tank the clan castle, every little bit helps. Just help your hero survive a little bit more, such that they can use their abilities to the max of their potential in the very core of the base. And there you go, you get triples. We're still stacking spells, it's not as much, but we're still tripling. And that's what's important. So we'll take it. I'll do one more base for you guys. I swear I have one replay where the Royal Champion handles the Guardian in the middle. Okay, this is the base. I found it. So um, same story. Once again, very good spread. This Revenge Tower is also deep inside, such that I cannot fireball it out. Like all the three major defenses that really hurt you are inside here. Um, it's just something we have to deal with. So we're going to get a nice fireball on this multi-archer tower, just because I feel like, okay, rapid fire cannon, I can easily take it out using the log launcher. I've talked about this several times. We're nothing much to it. So I'll just fast forward this part because everybody's so used to getting this fireball down on the base. So I'll just let it work a bit. I had to use one invis on my warden just to be sure that he would actually get the fireball where I was intending for it to go, while keeping him safe. So we get that out of the way, and we'll recall him out. So not bad, good deal. We damaged the enemy hero super heavily. There was this Tesla farm in this corner, so that was definitely interesting. I guess it was to catch people starting their warden walk from the bottom of the base, but luckily that's not us. That's not us. So my log launcher gets targeted. It breaks super early. I don't even get the rapid fire cannon. And then we walk into all of these traps over here. Yep, you guessed it. Like, we are literally in hell right now. Uh, our queen barely grabs these lingering defenses that are left, but it's completely trapped the area. Sure, our king, we're funneling him up. He'll do his thing. He'll grab some value over here. Um, and yeah, I'm forced to use my royal champion in the middle of the base now because my queen couldn't survive. The log couldn't get the value, so I have to follow up after my queen. And well, look at her. She's just wasting her spear so awkwardly. But luckily, the guardian is being tanked by the giant right now. And sure, king's ability popped. Whatever. King warden is safe. I'm not even paying attention to him. You guys know the basics now. Like furnace is behind warden. King just pop his ability whenever he gets a chance to be inside the base. That's it. Let's just focus on the guardian itself right now. So before my giant died, I actually dropped a totem spell over here, and look at this. No damage being taken by my royal champion. The totem spell perfectly tanks for isolated guardians, and I'm expecting a lot of bases to have isolated town halls like this, but luckily for us, this army is the type of army where we actually break apart the bases in like multiple phases, which allows isolated town halls to be as they are isolated enough for the royal champion to just easily handle the guardian with the help of one totem spell, and that totem spell is going to last you forever. Like I feel like it is still there, or maybe it just recently died because the attack ended. But yeah, like there's not going to be more than like one or two defenses on the totem spell in addition to the guardian on such base styles, and your royal champion is going to be so happy. You guys saw zero damage taken. All you have to do is be comfortable with the idea of using spells in the middle of the attack. It is a little bit tougher, but that's where I give you my second tip. You'll notice I am being very patient with my royal champion on most of the attacks now. I'm not always deploying her with my king and my queen. So just be a little patient with her, try to see how the attack develops, and put her in wherever you feel something is lacking in order to get your heroes or log launcher get even more value. That's all I have for you guys. Other than that, it's a little bit more reactionary, it's a little bit more dynamic, and if you keep up with those tips, you can still do well in Legends. So yeah, that's all I really have for you guys today. Once again, if you guys want some good bases, that I have built, then check out my Discord server. The link is in the description. Actually, let me show you guys a friend of mine. He's using one of my bases today. Yeah, so I asked somebody how my bases were doing today. And he's one of the admins in my Discord server, and you can see like insane defense. And he is pretty high as well. He is, I think, around like mid 5300, 5400 reset, and we're doing well. So yeah, definitely do join the Discord server if you're interested. And that's about it. That's all I really have for you guys. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care and peace.